Well, we did it. 300 subscribers. Well, I guess I gotta do the intro. Hello, everybody. It's I, the Maiden of Ravens, and yeah, I got a little. There's a little fella on the screen. I did not make this. I kind of made it, but I also didn't. I used this in a little Picrew character creator, like all the other characters I've made for the story. And this one is probably going to be used the most in the foreseeable future. So credit goes to Milkology8 on Twitter. I believe that's how you pronounce that name. Milkology8 on Twitter. So yeah, credit goes to them. I will also leave a link to the character creator in the description yourself if you want to go check it out. Go make your own funky little fellas, why don't you? Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna be talking about all this, kind of the history of everything with the channel and how all this is just kind of grew to where it is now. So, story time, I guess. Now I got a little game for y'all to just look at in the background while I say a lot of words. Anyway, so let's start this little story. How did the channel come to be? So, a long time ago, I had a thing, an opportunity with this thing called Make-A-Wish, and you got to if you were basically they just helped like kids with like special needs, and like they just granted them a wish basically, and you got to go either on like a really cool opportunity, or you just could ask for something and then they'll give it to you. Like I remember one kid I knew asked for he wanted a camper so he could take his family out on a camping trip, and there were like people who would ask for like Disneyland trips, which makes sense, you know, like kids always want to go to Disneyland, like that's just gonna be a magical moment for the rest of your family, so absolutely, like, why not? Anyway, I wanted to be a YouTuber, so I wanted a full like YouTube recording set with like a computer, a microphone, a camera, the whole shebang. And when I went out that day with my grandma, because they were going to be building it at the house, and they wanted me to like come back later and just like film my reaction because it was going to be on the news for some reason. So yeah, I got to say I was on the news, and I got to start a YouTubing thing. Like, wow, look at me go! I'm already like 2 steps of the way there. I don't know what to where those 2 steps are going, but I'm going somewhere, aren't I? Anyway, and I got home that day, and then there was the computer just set up in the living room, and it was pretty damn like good timing to get that too, because like I just like got out of like a surgery, so like I just got home from like the hospital like a week before this. So, you know, I was like I was in like a wheelchair, I think. No, it was before the surgery. Yeah, it was before the surgery happened, so I was still like walking. I just didn't have a. But after that, it was going to be a bit of a pain. So, you know, that kind of came at a good time. So I got to keep myself entertained while I was stuck on like the living room floor, because we had like multiple floors in that house. And so yeah, when I would come home from like the hospital eventually after like a few weeks or whatever, I got that waiting for me at home. Anyway, and furthermore, to kind of just add on to what they did already, they really just spread the word of that channel. It's not the same channel you're seeing now. That was like a long time ago, and I was like 13. And I know I was 13 because of something we'll get into it later, but a long time ago that I had that channel, and they decided to promote it, and like they got like they spread the word of the channel, and it was really cool. And so that was basically like a free like 3,000 subscribers, which at the time to me was like really cool, because like, you know, I'm thinking, all right, I got a big number, this is great, and I was content with that. But then YouTube, being just the amazing little the amazing little place that it is, decided to take down my channel because I didn't look like I was 13, and I had no way to prove it because I didn't have like an ID at the time. So I was basically screwed. So that channel got eventually terminated, and I had to restart everything from the beginning. And looking back at it now, I'm so glad that I had to, because I wouldn't have been able to like experience like the growth and struggle of like trying to like get your stuff like out there. Because like if you just got like a free like 3,000 like just off the bat, then like you're not gonna like know what's going to like work for more growth. You're not gonna like be able to like grow your like yourself and your skills. So like I'm glad that that's how it ended up turning out. Anyway, and over time across a couple of other channels, because I did have some like other channels I was running, and then I eventually probably just gave up on them because I just was going through bad times and just wasn't a lot of fun. I eventually made this channel, which went by a different name, but that was before I eventually came out as trans, and then changed the whole name to be a bit more feminine. And yeah, and that it started out really small, got to like 50 at one point, and then 100, then 150, and we just kept going. I keep celebrating milestones by the 50s. Anyway, and then eventually at, I can't remember what exactly milestone we hit when I got Red on the channel. Yeah, you remember Red? Yeah, he's still on the channel, but I just have not gotten him like to do like a video in a while. He appeared to do the voice of that little Red Stickman dude for that Autumn special, which I should do another like little like thing just because she's kind of the channel mascot. So you know this is kind of important. But anyway, I'll think of something. Anywho, yeah, yeah, like I started this with Red, and then it was going really good. It made YouTubing fun again for me, because like I had someone I could bounce like jokes off of, and we like got to just like laugh at things together, even though I was just the one playing games. But yeah, we made some videos together, and the channel grew a lot because of that. So, you know, where was I? Anyway, yeah, the channel got better with Red because it made YouTubing really fun, and yeah, then I kind of just kept doing things on my own. I didn't really form a schedule on this channel because I didn't really want this to be something where I would like dedicate like a schedule to, like I'll upload, like I'll make a video for this day and this day and this day, and then take a break on this day and yada yada. But I eventually just came to the solution of I'm just gonna upload whenever I feel like uploading, and even if it's like every single day for a little bit, and then like once a week afterwards, and then back to the every single day, and then to every other day, that's fine. I'm not at a point where like this channel has like a lot of a following, but I want it to be that. But I still want to just do what works for me right now, and then eventually just really just amp up my game on this whole like editing thing, because I want to like start actually editing videos. But with the style of content I'm trying to make, with the playthroughs, it's really hard to, because like with visual novel games, like when you're like watching a YouTuber play it, you want to like see like their reaction to every bit of the story that the visual novels are telling. And with the like playthrough games like Sonic, like currently Unleashed, you want to just well, you don't really have to. You can edit those down, but for me it's just not harmless if I just upload those on their own. It's fine. But with some of the bigger projects that I wanted to kind of do, like besides like story stuff, I want to yeah, I'll get into that in a sec, but like I want to do like actually start like editing some like mod showcases. That would be something interesting. It would allow me to like show a bit more like with the mods instead of just having like an entire level take up like 1/3 of the video. But yeah. And with that story stuff, like I was gonna bring up, the that stuff is just, it's just whenever I feel like doing things, and it never gets attention. But I don't do those for like the views. I do those because I have a story that I want to tell, and I want to share that with the people that want to watch or listen. And if they don't, okay, that's fine. I don't care. This was that the story things are never about the views. The story things are just about the just like I said, the stories that I'm trying to tell here. So, and I just happen to share those, and I get to work with so many talented people because of it. And I'm thankful for everyone that like I've gotten the chance to work with. It's amazing every time I get to finish a new script and then send it off to people, and then I get to edit it all together, and then I get to really see those scenes like those scenes just blossom into something even better than I could have like imagined on those with those words. Once you like add like sound effects and everything, it's just amazing. But with those, yeah, I just do those whenever, and I have a another few that I'm working on right now, and it's just kind of interesting to see how like far this channel has come from being a channel where I just did whatever the fuck I was doing with like old like plushy things back in the day. Yeah, I had this fucking I was a plushy adventure YouTube channel. That's what I was doing as a kid. God, it was so stupid. But I mean, I guess that's where the voice acting thing came into play, because you know I was doing fucking Pika Pika and all that stupid shit. Please never let me do that again. God. Anyway, yeah, I was doing all those things back then, and my voice was like a lot higher pitched, so I really was able to do that well. But then, I guess because I kept doing those things, because I was a stubborn idiot, I was able to kind of like maintain some of those voices once I stopped having like voice cracks every like 3 minutes. But yeah, I guess that's kind of where the whole like voice acting thing started. And then I'm like, you know what? Thank you, thanks voice cracking. That was perfectly timed. That wasn't even intentional that time. Like I can do that on command, but like that was not. Oh man, that was lovely. Anyway, but I was thinking like, you know what? I kind of want to I want to take a crack at this, and so I started trying out voice acting. I auditioned for a couple things, didn't get anything actually back, but then I really started to like improve with like voices of characters, and not just me like speaking as things. Even though you would think like you should like start out with like trying to like voice things your own and like testing out your range by just like, you know, just like if like you need to do like a high energy voice for something, you just can speak high energy because you're just like giving yourself like an amped up like voice. Or if you gotta like speak like really tired and slow, you can do that. It's like, it's an easy start. But then like, but if you want to do like voices of characters that you know, it's also quite easy, because you just gotta like listen to like some of the like media that they're in, and then just try to copy that, and then you'll eventually nail something down. But yeah, for me, I just thought that the best start I could take was just to what was it? I stopped thinking for a second. Was just to start out with voicing the character that I made, so then I could just like just establish how this is going to sound, and then just work with what was easy for me at the time, and then I got to grow from there. Because like the first project I ever like was part of, besides like being the writer and editor for it all, was the one with Shift and Shock, and I was just the no, it was the second interview project with Grace and Valdis and Quill. And was there anyone else? No, I think it was just the two of them. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was just those two, and I was the interview character, which I then incorporated into Maven, who I eventually went into voice, who started a bit rough, but then started to get more of a personality, became something else, and wasn't just a random character that just like popped out of nowhere, even though that's how she started. Um, but yeah, then I incorporated like that whole human thing into the whole human into the Maven story, and I thought I did all right. I had to change some things, but it's fine. Whatever works, I guess. But yeah, I guess like voices, which is the thing I was always just keen on doing. I was just always interested by just making voices and just voicing like characters that I liked as a kid. It was interesting how it's just I'm just realizing now that that's just kind of been a thing I've done like most of my life. Anyway, yeah, then the channel kind of went from that to I was really inspired by one YouTuber in particular, but and um some Sonic fans might know the guy, but there was a old YouTuber named Kabana9456, and he was a Sonic tuber. He played a lot of Nintendo games as well. He just did a lot of playthrough content. He did like mod showcases, basically what I do, because he was a hell of an inspiration for me now. And I also noticed this the other day, but the numbers that I've been using, like the numbered like font that I've been using for videos now instead of the Valhalla Cyberpunk font is the same font that he was using for his videos. So that was a funny little accident because I just kind of found that font online. I'm like, hey, this actually looks kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, he was a big inspiration for me, and it just kind of sucks to see him gone because just stuff was happening, I think, but that's not the focus on the video today. And yeah, he was a big inspiration for me, and yeah, he's I think like the reason why I got into Sonic, or at least one of the reasons why I got big into it, because like I think I saw like my friend from like elementary school or like something like that with a Sonic shirt. I'm like, hey, what the fuck is that thing? That looks stupid. I didn't say it looks stupid. I just said like, hey, that looks. I basically just said like it was interesting because I've never seen like a blue hedgehog thing before. Like what's that? You know, what's up with that, huh? But yeah, I was interested in that, and then down the rabbit hole I went. But yeah, my whole YouTubing journey has been a hell of a weird one, but I'm happy where I am now, and I don't care if people are gonna like dislike videos because of my identity. I don't care what people think of me. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And honestly, this little fella on the screen right now that I just realized was still here, it's gonna be good, because then I can just keep a face up, but while still just not having a face up, you know. But I might actually bring my actual face cam into things eventually, maybe. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this, and thank you all for watching, and thank you all so much for the support, and big thank you for 300 subscribers. I'll catch you on the flip-flop. Later. Take care.